Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Ilyas Azim. Welcome to the fourth video on data extraction from GitHub using PyGithub library. In this video, we will be talking about pull requests and extracting data related to pull requests from GitHub and saving it into a CSV file. Before we move to implementation, I would like to discuss about pull requests and pull-based development. Pull-based development is nowadays the most commonly used methodology for distributed software development. GitHub supports pull-based development. Now, what is performed inside pull-based development? Actually, the project data is hosted on a centralized server, and the developers who want to contribute to the project make a copy of the whole project and save it on the local system, make changes in that project, and once they complete their changes and test it on the local system, they push their changes to the centralized master, we call it master branch, to the central system, which contains the whole project code. So this is the whole idea of the pull-based development. The workflow, GitHub workflow for pull-based development is shown here. As I said, first a branch is created, or you can say a clone of the project is created. Suppose I want to contribute to a project, for example, PyGithub or any other project. Suppose, let me show you this project here. If I want to contribute to this project, I can come here and I can clone. I can get this code from here. I can download it into my system. I will make changes in it, and after testing my changes, I can make a pull request to the integrator. I will talk about the integrator. Integrator is a person who is senior and responsible for reviewing the submitted code. And contributor is the person who write codes write code for the project, like any maintenance code, any new feature, or any bug fix. So that person is called, that developer is called contributor, and integrator is the senior person who is responsible to review the code which is submitted to the master branch. So let me tell you about this workflow. I hope with this workflow you will be able to understand what is pull-based development. Initially, if you want to make a change in a project, suppose there is a bug in the project and you can fix it, or do you want to add some new functionality to an existing project, first you create a branch. A branch means a clone of the project, and once you create a clone of the project, you save it on your local system, you make your changes. Once you make your changes, you commit your changes. Commit a change means you make some changes and submit it to your local system, and then you test it. So it's called commit. After after making commits, you make a pull request. A pull request is you ask the contributor to kindly check my branch. I have added these changes to the whole project, and if the changes are okay, mean if the new feature request is okay or the bug fix is okay, and there is no any merge conflict, you can pull my changes to the master branch. So when a pull request is opened and submitted to the integrator, in the meanwhile, the integrator comment on the submitted code. Similarly, other users which are not integrators but other experienced person can also comment on the pull requests. Similarly, the integrator can write review comments inside the pull request, and I will show you one pull request example where you can see that where are the places where these comments are added to the pull request. And after the comments, you can deploy your changes and test it. If everything goes well, you can merge it to the master branch. So this is all about pull-based development. I hope you would have got an idea, and you can visit this website and read about it. Now let me give you just one example of pull request, and then I will move to the implementation. These are the pull requests which are submitted to this project. These pull requests can be like, you can see it here, review, spot bugs, issues. So some issues were there, and someone submitted a pull request related to it. Maybe it is an issue and this person has fixed this issue. These are two open pull requests. I will go to the close pull request and will show you. Suppose this one. I will open it. You can see here, these are the comments. People have written comments about this pull request. These comments are very useful for prediction. In order to make this prediction whether this pull request which is submitted will be accepted in future or not, these comments are very useful for it. Similarly, a pull request have some labels. This one has no label, but normally a pull request may have label, like this pull request is related to issue, so the label will be issue. Or this pull request add a new feature, so the label can be new feature. And this is the reviewer of this pull request. So what we can do, we can extract these information, like the commits, how many commits have been made in this pull request. You can get these information here. How many files inside the projects have been changed? Only one file. What lines have been changed, updated? This code is deleted, this code is added. So we can extract these information from the pull requests and save it into the CSV file. These information will be in the form of numbers, like how many line of codes added and deleted. Similarly, how many number of files are added or deleted. So we can get such type of information from pull requests. So I think this information would be enough for you. This code is a bit lengthy, so I have already written the code and I will explain it to you. Before I explain the code, I just want to tell you, in the previous video I commit a mistake and I said that the retry value is 15 by default. No, it's not 15, it's none. So you can define your own value. Besides, I use the term that the processor go to sleep mode when this command is executed. I mean to say that the system control will sleep for this code, will sleep for 4 minutes, and when the 4 minutes completed, it will come here again to the body and restart processing this code. So if you are confused that the processor will sleep, so the processor is not going to sleep completely, only the control will wait for 4 minutes and again move to the start of the loop and start start the code again. I hope you would have got my idea. Okay, so this is the code for extracting pull request data, and what I did, as usual, these are the exceptions that we will handle in this code. Pandas is usual. We have used it to save the data in a CSV file. Request is also used for handling two types of exceptions: timeout and retries. Our access token and time. I have created a method with the name extract pull request PRs, and the same code for exception handling. I have made a little change, I will tell you. Okay, with the access token, this class we have passed some other parameters also. Is in the last video I said retries mean how many times the request should be sent to the server. If the server is busy, one request will be sent. If the request is not entertained, again request will be sent, and after 10th time an exception is generated, and we have cached that exception here. So no error will be produced. The system will wait for 10 seconds and will restart from here again. Timeout is 15 seconds. The system will wait for 15 seconds until it is entertained. Otherwise, an exception will be generated and it will be handled. The system will wait for 10 seconds. Okay, the new parameter here is per page. This value is by default 30 when you send a request. So how many pull requests or how many projects data on the page is available? So if it is 30, it will return a data of 30 projects, but in this case will return data of 100 projects or 100 pull request data in one response. Okay, so we have passed the full project name here. What it will do, it will extract data about this project and save it into this variable. Then what we are doing, we are extracting pull requests which are closed state pull requests. We sort it by the time of creation, when the pull request is created. So when we sort it, the first pull request which is submitted will be on the top of the saved file. Base equals to master mean to extract the pull request from the master branch. Master branch is the main code of the project. And then we loop through all the pull requests. Again, we have a try. If there is any error inside it, it will be handled by these exceptions. If there is any error in this code, it will be handled by these exception handlers. I would say again, this might not be the best practice, but this is what I usually coded. So if you have any suggestions, you can write in comments. You can also send me an email, and you can share your own code with me so that I can update my code also. But this code works as per my understanding is concerned. Okay, so from the pull request list, I select one pull request. Here is, as I have told you in the last video, that you can check the rate limit also, and you can see this is printed by this code. The rate limit for a user is 5,001 hour, and how much is left is the remaining rate limit is shown here. So we start extracting data from the pull request, and you can see here pull request ID, title, body, number, state, whether the pull request is open or closed, edition, number of lines added, number of lines deleted from the source code, how many files in the source code have been changed, how many commits this pull request have, how many comments this pull request have, how many review comments this pull request have. I talk about the labels, how many labels, the length of the labels, I mean the count of the label, how many labels this pull request have, how many assignees this pull request, to how many people this pull request has been assigned to review. Similarly, what are those pull labels? We have saved that also, the creation time of the pull request and when the pull request is closed. Here these are the properties which are single values for a given pull request, but one pull request may have many comments. So in that case, what we did, one pull request have many comments, many review comments, many it can have many issue comments, it can have many commits. So if you want to save such type of data, you need to loop through those comments. And what I did here, I first check if there is any comment available for the given pull request. If it is greater than 0, it means that there is a comment available. Then inside those comments, take the comment ID, the body of the comment, when the comment is created, who has submitted this comment, the commenter, who has commented on the pull request, and what is the type of the commenter. The type mean either this person is a common user, or a contributor, or the integrator. It can be one of the three types. And once all the comments data is added into this dictionary, we append the dictionary to this list. So this review comments is actually a list of dictionaries, and those dictionaries contains these information from the comments on the pull request. You can, because for this demonstration, to keep it simple, I have just extracted the review comments. You can also do in the same way the issue comments. You can also extract information related to commits, like commits messages, in the same way as I did this code, and add it here to the data frame. So these information are related to the pull requests. You can assign that review comments list to one variable, and all the information will be saved in one column. Besides, you can access some contributors information, the person who has submitted this pull request. What is the name of that person? What is the ID, email, the type, how many public repositories that contributors have, how many private repository that person have, how many followings and how many followers, who is following this person, and how many persons have been followed by this person. Because these information, why we need these information, because you can make some kind of analysis which contributor has submitted more pull requests, and you can check it in every month, in every year. And similarly, you can also check that how senior, how experienced this contributor is. If many people are following this person, it means that he is a senior person. So these information, because if you read in the literature about pull-based development, you will come to know that these features are, some of them are very important for prediction. So for now, you can just learn how to extract these information, and later on, after this tutorial series, when I start replication of the research papers, then I will tell you that what each attribute means and how important it is for the prediction. So this is the whole code. The code will be available, is available on my GitHub account, and the link to that code is given in the description of the video. So you can just copy the code and run it. For now, I will run this code and let's see. I have selected this one project. It contains 157 closed pull requests. So we will extract those pull requests and save it into this file. Yes, let's run it. Yeah, it's working fine. Extraction has started, and you can see here, this is the limit, and it has started reducing. Like each time you send a request to the server, so 3 requests are sent at a time, and it is reducing. as you can see it here. So I hope you would have got my idea what I'm trying to tell you, and I hope you would have enjoyed this video, because it will take little time. I have already run this code and I have saved the data set, so I will show you how the data set look like. This is the data set that you will receive when the code successfully run and completed. These are editions, contribution, contributor, email, followers. These are all the attributes that we have extracted, and this is the data. So I hope you would have enjoyed this video. This is a bit boring because I talk a lot in this video, but the aim is to give you an overview of the research side of this tutorial series, because you can use this extraction for other purposes also, but our aim is to use it for research work. So see you in another video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.